Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. It's Sam doing a review for Forever Evil issue 6. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 38 on Comic Frontline, and I'll have that annotated. And that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show for Comic Frontline. And here are those exclusive comics for that show. We got Jupiter Legacy issue 4, Uncanny X-Men issue 18, Trillium issue 7, Nova, issue 14, Green Lantern, issue 29, The Vampire Diaries, issue 3, and Green Arrow, issue 29. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 38 on Comic Frontline and annotate on this video. But let's talk about Forever Evil, and before I start getting into this issue, I just want to give you guys a little, I guess, warning that I'm not going to spoil this issue. I will have a spoilers portion of this video, but if you haven't read Forever Evil, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil the issue for you, and the first half is just going to be general, what I thought about the issue, and then the second half will be spoilers, and I'll warn you when the spoilers are coming. Because I actually had a lot of friends that were spoiled for this issue, and I feel if you are spoiled for this issue, it really ruins the experience, because mostly what's enjoyable about this issue are the shockers and the reveals. So I'm not going to spoil this for you, and again, I know a lot of people that did get spoiled, and I think that is a little bit of an upsetting thing, but it happens a lot in comic books, so if you could avoid spoilers, that's the best, especially with big comics like this. So again, just want to warn you so you can watch the first half and you don't have to worry. But let's talk about the non-spoiler portion of this review. Cover great, love the Dick Grayson stuff, and actually like the art here. I'm going to say one thing I don't love about Forever Evil is it's a little bit too dark, the art. I don't really like the inking, it's just not for me, it's just not my style. So that's one portion I haven't been loving about Forever Evil. And I remember Justice League America, I felt the same way because it's the same artist, so I think it's just a little bit too dark for me. At least to the faces and the detail and the inking. Alright, so mostly this issue is about the kind of Justice League, I would call them, because it's mostly villains. Even Catwoman, I guess you could count her as a non-villain, you know, kind of villain. So anti-villain or anti-hero, I would count that as Catwoman. So the only real hero on this team is Batman. So they're trying to search for Nightwing, and we do discover what happens to Nightwing. And again, that'll be more towards the spoiler portion. What happens to him? Are the rumors true? We'll have to find out. And then the second half of this issue is finding out who the captor is from Earth 3. Who's that one person that they've been capturing and they don't want to reveal? Like, why would this ruin their plans? And that's pretty much the whole issue, non-spoiler wise. Again, I'll get to the spoilers. Overall, I like this issue. I think if this was in a different week, it'd probably be a 4-star book for me. But I felt there was a lot of just okay issues this weekend. Forever Evil and my pick of the week were the only comics I totally really enjoyed. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty good issues. But again, a normal week, this probably would be a 4 more than a 4.5. But yeah, I actually did give this a 4.5. I really liked it. There's some slow parts. I think the biggest parts are the reveals. That's why I really enjoyed about this issue, and that's why I'm saying I don't want to spoil that for you, because that's the biggest part, the biggest enjoyment of this issue, and why I gave it a 4.5. Again, I think the regular story is more of a 4-star story, but the reveals make this a 4.5, and you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. So, I like the tension in this issue is pretty good, but again, there are little slow parts towards the beginning. I'm not a particular fan of the art. It's a little too dark for me, but overall, really good issue. I recommend it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed, especially if you weren't spoiled. So let's go into the spoiler portion. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go leave this video and come back after you read the issue. So let's do the spoiler portion. So, does Nightwing die? That's the thing. Nightwing, actually, we don't know if he dies or not, because technically he does die, but Lex Luthor's like, don't worry, stop going so crazy, Batman, I have a plan. So, obviously he has a plan. What's going on with Nightwing? I don't know. Maybe they'll try to bring him back to life. I think that'll be interesting. So, I'm really excited to see issue 7 to see the fate of Nightwing, but it does seem like he died. But that is just the end of the issue. Who knows if that fate's right, if that's rumor right. But I do like that ending, and I thought it was really cool, and I like Lex Luthor's words because it gives us hope maybe Nightwing will survive. So here is the biggest spoiler. It's the last page, so again, if you don't want this spoiler, leave the video, but this is the biggest page, and that is we get revealed of who is under that that hood the whole time, and that's Alexander Luthor, Shazam. I love that idea, and again, I think that's what really pushed me that 4.5. First of all, Alexander Luthor being a Superman-type character was amazing, and having him, you know, tape his mouth, and why we couldn't see his face was really obviously for us because we don't want to know his identity until the end. So the writers did that, but I like that they taped his face because if he says Shazam backwards, he turns this into Shazam. So I thought that was perfect to get Alexander Luthor, and I think it's gonna be so epic to see Lex Luthor and Alexander Luthor really face each other. So I think that's going to be epic for the last issue. And that was awesome. And the art was actually really cool for that. And really cool, even though, again, I'm not a particular fan of it. I think light works so well here. And really love that ending. So we're really looking forward to that next issue. I think that next issue is going to be that 5-star issue, hopefully, for me. But yeah, pick this up. This is amazing. As you can see, this is actually my second, almost my pick of the week, my second best issue of the week. And hope you guys enjoyed. Please tell me in the comments below what you thought. And yeah, so this is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the right situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I will see you guys later. Bye.